Today we've got Storm Freya moving through, and that's going to be bringing strong winds and heavy rain to parts of the UK. So we can see the storm here moving up from the southwest through today. The strongest of the winds are likely to...
Good evening, welcome back to the MCM Outdoor Show. It is the 3rd of March and Storm Freya is due in a couple of hours, so I thought it would be a good idea to go and sleep in a hammock in the forecast 70 and 80 mile an hour winds for this part of the country. We'll see what happens, or whether or not the Met Office was just over exaggerating things, as they have a tendency to do. We're losing the light. I've got to get to the location and get the hammock set up. I'm back in work tomorrow morning for 8 AM, so it's going to be a bit of a hectic one, and I turn the grand old age of 37 tomorrow, so I will be waking up on my birthday morning in a hammock in a forest in a hurricane and rainstorm. What better way to spend your birthday?
Yes.
Here we are, folks, at our location. Private bit of woodland get to use, and I'm not going to do much talking now because the light is fading rapidly. Wind's coming from this direction. I just want to get the tarp up, and there's a load of rain forecast, so less yapping. Ridge line to there. Let's get set up. Come on, Storm Freya. Feeling excited. Well, folks, to say that is a struggle, or was a struggle, is putting it mildly. The winds is really starting to pick up now, so this should be absolutely hilarious. Just going to see what happens. Here it is under the tarp. The old weight test has passed. Got the tarp really low down, but I mean, there's just been a really strong gust, and the whole thing nearly blew off. So worst case scenario, you know, we might have to bail, just grab our kit and bail, but we're not going to do that, are we? Because that would just be absolutely pathetic. Yeah, so the tarp's up, the pegs are in the ground. That could be a schoolboy error. The ground's a little bit damp, so whether they hold, I don't know. But yeah, that gust was a bit scary, and it was a bit of a struggle putting that up, but we've done it. It's taken about 10 or 15 minutes, and I always bang on about the importance of practicing, maybe for times like this, so you're not faffing around and there's no sort of delays for no reason whatsoever. You can really hear that wind starting to pick up now, so I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a funny one. I'm glad I did it. Bit of a challenge, you know. Most people don't go hammock camping in 70 mile an hour winds unless they can help it, and I've chosen to do it because I thought it'd be a bit of a laugh, really. But that's just me, that's what I'm like. I've got 4 beers. I'm going to get my sleep mat blown up, put that through the base of this hammock, get the bivvy bag out, and just make sure that the tarp's really secure, and try and last the night, basically. Speak to you in a bit. I apologise for the lighting, but yeah, as you can see, possibly here, the wind's really starting to pick up. Basically the tarp there. It's going to be a wild one, it really is, but what an adventure, good fun, and it's what it's all about. Just double checking these, don't want a bumpy landing in this weather. So here's the new lantern, nice and cosy in here now. I'm sure everyone will agree, that's what it's all about. We got some shelter from the wind out there, a couple of tawny owls hooting away in the distance. and obviously the woods take on like an eerie feel in the dark when you can't see your surroundings. But we're all set up. It's a nice warm glow on that light as opposed to the harsh white of the head torch. So the bag, etc., is all out there, and we're going to get the gear in, make sure everything's protected from the elements if it starts raining. So this is why we got a little bit of a lull in the wind. Take you through the beers, the MCM beer selection. Look at that, cozy as anything. Right, we've got a Saltair, a Velocity Session IPA, 4.1% by the Saltair Brewery. I've never had that before and I'm looking forward to that. We've got a white ale by the Kyuchi Brewery, a little Japanese number there with a nice owl on the front. Hitachino Nest Beer says there on the bottom. Wind picking up. We've got a Cannonball IPA chosen by my daughter Emily. Excellent choice, Emily. And what did Tom pick? He's gone with a classic triple coffee porter. Right folks, I thought it'd be a little bit remiss of me not to have some semblance of safety advice, just in case anyone else does this. All jokes aside, if you're going hammock camping in high winds, look up, make sure there's no dead branches, widowmakers as they're known in the game, that are going to fall on your head. I'm quite happy with the types of trees overhead here. We've got a can of white ale. It's the one that Hitachino Nest Beer, 5.5%. A nice little owl on the front of that. I'm going to adjust the old lighting situation and get into this one. Of note, there's some braille markings on the top of the can, which I think say, don't do it. Again, just apologies for the lighting situation. Anyone that's ever tried to film themselves in the dark with a head torch and open a can of beer with one hand will know exactly what I'm talking about. So you're just gonna have to bear with for the lighting situation. I'm gonna hold it in my knees and hope that I'm still in shot. It's gonna be a one-handed open. Here we go. Oh, we've got spill out. It's like a bomb's just gone off, and it's a hop bomb. It's just a bomb of hops. There's hops landing. It's raining hops. And that, oh my word, I've never tasted anything like that before in my life. It's quite perfumed. It's like, I don't know if anyone remembers those kind of like medicinal perfume sweets you got, you know, sort of like health shops. It's like that. Oh, it's not unpleasant, but it's not like anything I've ever tried before. I know someone who'd like it. Fruit, get yourself on this can of the old white ale. In fact, buy 4, get them in. I'm going to sit and enjoy this and take in the surroundings. Content wise, we're probably struggling a bit on this, aren't we, because of the lighting situation, so it's going to be me talking. If you don't like that, you probably switched off the video by now. But there'll just be a few more cans of beer and then I'll be going to sleep, because I'm setting my alarm for 0500 hours. I've got to be up, packed away in the dark. It's my birthday tomorrow, and you know, waking up in a hammock on your birthday in the woods, is that everyone's idea of fun? I don't know, I don't mind it. It is what it is, isn't it? So enjoy the rest of this one. So yeah, awaiting the proper arrival of Storm Freya. There's no trepidation. That's not because I'm trying to be tough, but you know, I just think sometimes people get a little bit over dramatic. At the end of the day, it's a bit disconcerting. I've just had a big creak behind me, but the Met Office have a tendency to exaggerate weather events now after Michael Fisher's famous faux pas, which we all know about. So all this like stupid thing of naming the storms, yeah, all right, but well, that's fair enough, but I wouldn't actually call it a storm. My sort of idea of a storm is something that's really bad. There is a genuine danger to life, and you know, there's trees falling down left, right and centre, bits of structural damage all over the place. That's what a storm is. Every time now there is an Atlantic depression which sweeps across the country, you know, they treat them as though they're hurricanes or tropical cyclones. Absolutely ridiculous. It's not a storm. Don't call it a storm. Just say it's going to be a bit windy today. But I think it's that whole blame game. You know, they don't want to be seen to like have played down something and someone blows over and gets sued. I don't know. That's my only take on it. I love my new lantern, Lighthouse by Goal Zero. I'll put a little kit list, equipment list in the description of the video. But you know, I'm kind of like used to camping out on my own. Some people are a bit sort of nervous just being in a forest on your own in the middle of the night. You can't see 6 foot away from you. That wind's really starting to pick up now. Worst case scenario, and we have some kind of structural failure of this tarp, I've got a bivvy bag. I just sleep on the floor, so you know, there's no point getting worried and anxious. At the end of the day, if this breaks, I'm sleeping on the deck in a bivvy bag and it'll be fine because I'm not gonna die. It's just a little bit of wind. Bring it on, Freya. That's what it's all about, folks. No bother. Bit of wind, so what? Here we go, beer number 2. It's a Cannonball IPA, 7.4%. 7.5%. This was my daughter that chose this for me. Cannonball. I mean, the clue's in the name there, isn't it? If one of them hits you in the face, you're not getting up, are you? But let's see what happens. Whoa. Oh, that is. There's no messing around with that. It's IPA. That'd be lovely with a nice curry. Nice Indian. It's died down slightly again, the wind now, so we'll just have to see. It's coming in sort of like fits and starts. Got the old mitts on, as you can see. Prerequisite at this time of year. You can still obviously use your fingers for things, but the new kecks, the new Fjallraven kecks, performing admirably. Ultimate relaxation. Been a very hectic couple of weeks, and now, I don't know, is it poignant? Is it a little bit, you know, just, it's my birthday tomorrow, like I've said. Just being here doing, I suppose, what I enjoy the most. I'm lucky. There's going to be a bit of a rush tomorrow, but I don't care. Maybe it is a good way to wake up on your birthday in the great outdoors. Oh God. Oh yeah, it's kicking up a bit now. It's getting a bit tasty. Bit tasty. It's what we like to see. Come on then. Let's see what Freya's got. Is that it? Absolutely pathetic. Absolute wet lettuce of a Storm. Better get better than this. I need structural damage and some kind of like near catastrophe. Yes, that's what we like to see. Bit of Storm Freya. It's getting there, folks, it's getting there. You never know, it might be interesting yet. We might have some content for you. Hughes blown out of a tree by Storm Freya. That might be good. Bring it on, bring it on. Beer number 3, Saltaire. It's a session IPA, a little bit more friendly, 4.1%. Beer done right by the Saltaire Brewery. Some of these IPAs, it's like you're bladdered in the old Dungeon Gill Hotel. And I know the gents bog stinks as it is, but you've stumbled to the toilet after a night out and you've fallen face first into the urinal. There's a little bit of that in there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still underwhelmed by the Storm, used the term loosely, but you never know. Things could take a turn for the worse. In fairness, it does forecast around midnight for the worst of the weather, so what time are we on now? 8:30. Got a while to go. Here's the final beer of the night by the Magic Rock Brewing Company. It's a triple coffee porter. I get my nose in, and that's lovely. It's almost like a coffee liqueur. Slight bit of tiramisu quality to it. It's like velvety rich. Lovely, lovely solid coffee porter. It's getting reasonably cold now, so we're going to finish this last beer and then get the bivvy bag on, get the old neck warmer on, and then get in the old bag. Bloody hell, it's freezing. Character building. What I'm trying to do with this video, as well as provide a bit of light-hearted entertainment, is just show that for those of you that are on the fence, just come out, go and have a go, get into the great outdoors, just give it a go. Don't just sit there and watch other people doing it. Go and do it yourself. Oh, don't get me wrong, you know, there's a place for YouTube and, you know, videos such as this. I spend a lot of time watching other people getting tips, and I just enjoy it because when I can't get out, I can watch other people do what I want to be doing. But for those of you that fall into the bracket of you're teetering on, do you want to go and do it or don't you? Just go, and hopefully this video, so I always aim to do, just might push you just the other side of that fence if you sat on it, and then there's no coming back. You'll carry on once you've done it, get over your fears, just come out into the great outdoors. My first hammock camp, I was terrified. My first solo hammock camp, I think it was somewhere around Pendle Hill. I couldn't see 6 foot in front of me, and there's all sorts of horrific horror movies going through your mind. In reality, you're safer out here probably than you are in a metropolitan city centre, and there's nothing's going to happen to you. So just come out and have a go, test your kit. I've pretty much got everything I need. I think the only thing I'm going to need soon is like a new sleeping bag, because I've had this for a long time, but I've got my money's worth out of it. For a present for my birthday, got a lovely pair of trousers which will probably last me for a long time. Everything else, I've got what I need. So it's just about getting out there, using your gear, not just looking at it. Get out and actually use it, what it's meant for, and when it's worn out, replace it. I've had a nice time here. It's reset my clock. Takes you down a few pegs on the old stress level, and you know, just brings you back to point A, doesn't it? Coming out doing this, fingertips freezing. Oh, and I've had some nice beers tonight, some really nice beers. Finishing off with the old favourite. Got to finish off with the coffee, haven't you, before bed? Now, I know I look like 2 in the morning, this whole tarp's just going to go flying off. I'm going to have to get up. I'm in work for 10 hours tomorrow, as per. That should be fun. Like I say, I apologise for any substandard content. Didn't have a lot of light. That's it from me tonight, folks. Had a nice time. It's too cold now, and I'll speak to you in the morning, albeit very early. Over and out. Morning, everyone. 5:20, and my alarm's just gone off. Not a bad night's sleep. Really cold feet, but not too bad. Gotta get packed away, back to the car, get home, shower, and into work. We've survived the night there. Not the best sleep. It was pretty cold, feet like ice, but it was a good adventure, and that's what it's all about. It's my birthday today, so happy birthday to me. And I'm gonna shoot home now and grab a shower and a coffee and head to work. Hope this kind of demonstrates the attitude of just getting out there and having a go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, never mind. If you do like the channel, please consider subscribing. Head over to Facebook, where I've got a closed group, and share all things great outdoors on there. Also on Instagram, MCM Outdoor Show. Check out the feed on there. As always, keep enjoying the great outdoors, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Until the next time.